Hello my fellow Lycans, newcomers, and passerbys, and welcome back to some more Scum Leaks. We are on Tommy's page. He's the co-founder and creative director at Gamepires, and his Twitter link is down below, so you guys can either follow along or take a look at it yourselves. So, this is around Christmas Eve, and I did not talk about the leaks the week previous before the update came. It was pretty shocking that we did not get the 0.5 update, but it's pretty reasonable considering the 0.5 update is going to be huge. So I'm going to go over some things that we kind of missed along the way that I did not cover. So we're going to start with the new Mediterranean upgrades. So they started doing a little better with the rocks in the Mediterranean, along with some foliage, which I'm going to show you guys a video in the background here of what the rocks looked like. They were pretty flat, and they kind of, how do I explain it? They were flat. The grass wasn't, or the foliage wasn't really there. It was kind of sparse and like kind of bare. But now in these new pictures, it kind of looks a lot better. The foliage is a lot more there, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of dead grass everywhere instead of just bare spots. And the rocks are more detailed. They aren't like flat or smooth, you know what I mean? They have more depth to them, which is pretty cool. We also have to talk about the new torpedo factory. I never got to talk about that, but what's really cool about the new torpedo factory is that, first off, it's probably going to be somewhere in the new part of the map, and the second exciting thing is that look at the detail into this torpedo factory, right? So it kind of reminds you of Sawmill and stuff like that, where it has all these crates everywhere. But then if you go to the next picture right here, you'll see the detail on the inside of this cabin, and you'll see the papers on the floor and on the table, the chairs themselves. I mean, these aren't your average decorations and average cookie cutter things that you see everywhere. You know what I mean? That this room has more detail in it than I see in most houses. That's more unique to this room itself. I mean, look at that boarded up board in the back by the back window. You know, people might not notice it, but this is nice. You know what I mean? Like actually making everything more diverse instead of it making looking like cookie cutter stuff. It's just so much better. And by the way, when I say cookie cutter, for you that don't know, it's just a copycat. You know, taking a house and making the exact copy into another town or something like that. And a lot of towns are like that in this game. And that's why I'm hoping for an update in the towns and stuff like that, where there's more variation within these houses and stuff. As you can see, there's also a map in the background of the island. I'm pretty sure that's of the island. It might be the mainland. I'm pretty sure that's a map of the island. And it might actually show more of what the full map's gonna look like, because the map expansion, that's not it. There's more to this map than just that map expansion to the south. So this is gonna look pretty nice. And then we're here in the torpedo factory. This is a factory. Of course, this is gonna be more different than the rest of the factories and stuff like that. This factory has a purpose, and the purpose is torpedoes, so you're gonna see a lot of torpedo like a factory building here. I don't know how torpedo factories work, but you know, it's still pretty cool. You got torpedoes back there. I'm glad they're probably not going to be explosive, so you have as much firefights as you want in here. Much firefights as you want. So we also have this, which is the yard. As you can see, the train is probably going to reach a torpedo factory. So if the torpedo factory is going to be somewhere in the south, the train's going to reach it. This is it. This is the area that you'll find it. This might be the end of the train track, to be honest. It really may, at least for the south side. But I don't know if they're ever going to add a north side or a west side or east side of the train track, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the next picture. And it's still the torpedo factory, but this is the concept art behind the torpedo factory. Concept art behind the torpedo factory is looking like nice, really nice. As you could see, there's grass and foliage growing through the actual ground, which is something we didn't see in the pictures. You know what I mean? This isn't something we've seen in the pictures. I think like if they were to ever make a game that was more cartoony, sorry, I got the hiccups. If they were ever to make a game that's more cartoony, I'd still play that game. Like something like this. This looks amazing. It looks beautiful, like completely beautiful. I don't know if they're actually gonna do it like this, but you know, who knows? This might actually be a part of the map in the Torpedo Factory, somewhere in the Torpedo Factory. But I don't think so, because the torpedoes definitely do not look like that, from what I've seen in the last picture. So, but it would be really nice to actually see something variety like this. Now this is variety. This is a lot of variety. So you have the pallets here. You have, I think those are caps to the torpedoes laying on the ground right here, and they're dirty and worn, as you can see. There's a wire attached to this torpedo for some reason, and it's on a cart, and there's two torpedoes next to each other. But you can see they're kind of variations, and you have grass growing on them. But they don't both have grass growing on them. Just one of them has grass growing on them, and the other one has like grass growing below it, dead grass. And you can see there's a railway track behind it right there. I think that's a railway track. And then you have a guy sitting up there with a sniper rifle of some sort, or some kind of assault rifle. No, it's a sniper rifle. Some kind of sniper rifle sitting up there by the window, looking out towards the Torpedo Factory. That's pretty cool. I love concept art, and you know, sometimes looking at concept art is like looking at things that could have been, or things that are going to be. You know, maybe they're remodeling all this stuff. You know what I mean? There might come a point in a day they'll just remodel it all. So another thing I would like to talk about is, again, this is confirmed now. The bomb suit. I was pretty sure it was confirmed back then, but now it's like really confirmed. This is the front of it. As you can see, full front, and this is the full back of it right here. And the third thing is what really surprises me. So if you guys have ever played Tarkov, the helmets can come on and off. You can actually, or not on and off, but you can put the shields of the helmets up, or you can put them down. This is the same thing. As you could see, the last picture was the shield up, and this one is with the shield down. That's completely amazing. Imagine being able to actually modify helmets and stuff like that to actually have shields. You know, maybe they'll have less range, like you can't see very well through them, meaning you won't be able to third person. But it's still cool. It's still very cool. And honestly, like I really wish they would take third person out of the game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I love third person for the views and everything like that. You know, it's just gorgeous for the snapshots and stuff, but jeez, let me tell you something. The first person game brings so much immersion, and with a game like this, if you can optimize it correctly, and you can bring more variation to these towns and places like that, like when the city got an update, with all new, like, and a whole new look to it. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. It was completely amazing. And I did a video on it, but I couldn't post it because, you know, my graphics card couldn't take it. They couldn't take recording the video and actually, you know, going through the city, and you know, so it corrupted and stuff like that. But you know, I'm kind of upgrading my graphics card, by the way. That's a little side note, but like that it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. And I played that at full graphics. You know what I mean? And even though my recording didn't come out well, the game played alright at full graphics. Just me, just walking through the city, killing zombies, puppets, laughers, cacklers, whatever you want to call them, the bomby guys. But these things, like the city got a major update, and it was just amazing. And that's what all these, that's what this game needs, is like, it's like updates and stuff like that. Updates to the terrain and stuff like that to be more immersive, so that way when you do play in first person, so say with this helmet you play in first person, you actually have the shield over your face, and you can actually fog it up. You know what I mean? You can actually fog it up depending on your character and how hot it is and where you are in the game. It can fog up. That would be really cool if your helmet could fog up, and any other thing. So say like first person, say you're I don't know, it's raining, right? It's like completely raining and your character's wearing glasses. Like, oh my goodness, could you imagine if the glasses actually like got wet and you just had drips in front of you? And if you weren't wearing glasses, you didn't have drips in front of you. You know what I mean? That would be cool. That would just be, a fog would affect your sight. Like, that would be freaking absolutely stunning. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna go ahead and wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and if Christmas is already over, then I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. But I know this game is coming out before New Year's, so I will wish you a happy New Year's whenever I come up with a nice video. And hopefully that'll be before New Year's, of course. Now, we won't have any more leaks for the next week because obviously they're off for the week, unless Tommy decides to surprise us with one. That would be very amazing. I'd be okay with that. But they'll be hard back at work either in the next week or the week after. And 0.5 will be very soon, probably January. I say sometime in January 0.5 may be released, or even February, early February. But I know you guys will love it. I'm gonna love it. We're all gonna love it. I mean, when do we not? When do we not? I mean, unless they like I'm gonna go off here. So if you guys want to go ahead and leave right now, that's all right. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something real quick. Back last Christmas, they came out with an update 2 weeks prior. Or sorry. They came out with an update and they left for 2 weeks, right, for Christmas break. When that update, well, it was the city update, and I'm pretty sure that was the last update for Christmas. And they put it out, and their player base dropped. People quit, and they didn't come back. And they made a very bold move this time. Very, or sorry, not really a bold move, a smart move. Smart move, if anything. You know, they actually decided to hold off 0.5. And it was very needed, because if they put out 0.5 the way it is now, and we ended up with what we had last time, where people left their game because they left for 2 weeks and everyone was getting fatal errors because the city was in the game and it was destroying everything basically. Your frames are just dropping like freaking nuts. If they were to do that again, like, that'd be it. Like, people would just be quitting all over the place. Like, I can't play this game, and then they're gonna stall and then they go play other games. And when they go play other games, you know, they get attached to those other games and they put too much time into them. That's 2 weeks, dude. You put 2 weeks into a game, you feel pretty committed, let me tell you. So they could put those 2 weeks into another game, and then they're not gonna come back to this game. You know, they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait till it's fixed or until something else comes out. You know, because, you know, I've already dedicated 2 weeks into this other game, and I want to continue, you know, playing this other game. And I'm not saying other games are bad or anything like that. Go ahead, play other games. I play other games sometimes. Just for Scum itself, you know, they got to think about themselves sometimes. You know what I mean? They have to push themselves forward in order to make this game a great game. So that way we can all go on servers, and even on the low loot servers, there'll still be like 60, 70, 100, 200, 300, 5,000 people on it. You know what I mean? In our dreams maybe, but you know, it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool. Other than that, that's really it. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. And I am out.